Hi everyone, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going thrifting at a Goodwill, and then today we went to a Goodwill bin, so I'm going to share that footage with y'all as well. So let's go ahead, jump into the thrifting, and I'll see you back here for the haul. Alright y'all, I am at my local Goodwill, and I have to say I haven't been finding a ton at this specific location, which is the closest to my house. I don't drive out to the others as often just because it is such a far drive, so I'm always so disappointed when I do come here and I leave empty-handed. I did leave with one thing from this day, which you'll see in the haul, but other than that, I don't know, it's always so disappointing to me because I'm used to finding such good things at my Goodwills. We've got this fancy figurine here. I didn't see a sticker or maker's mark anywhere, so I'm not positive how old this would be, but can y'all imagine living in a time where as a woman you had to wear all of that clothing and then sit sideways on a horse? Like, no, I would simply pass out. I thought about getting this teapot just because it was really pretty, and $4.99 was such a good price compared to the other ones you just saw, which were like $20. But I decided I don't need it, I don't have a place for it, and I don't know, it just would have been impulsive. I'm trying really hard not to be impulsive anymore because I donate things back to thrift stores so often, and when I'm loading up boxes, I'm just thinking, girl, all this money you wasted on something you didn't even use. I thought this shelf would be so cute if you removed the little black piece and then used it to display maybe some vintage like bathroom items, or even in the kitchen with plates. That little rail right there would hold up plates and little creamers nicely. I liked this little briefcase, vintage briefcase. It's showing up actually really orange on camera, but it was more of just like it wasn't this bright. It was more of a brown. But they had it priced at $20. That's way too high for something so small. I've gone to antique stores and gotten full-size vintage suitcases for that price. I really, really liked this piece. Something about the color of the wood. I love that like dark, almost purpley color. I just think that's so pretty, but it's a shame that it was so beat up. I really loved these little chairs. They were almost like kid-sized, but I loved, just the tone of them. They had the perfect amount of patina. They were priced at $7.99 a piece though, and I'm not sure if that's a good deal if you wanted to purchase all 5 of them. This is probably the most beautiful piece of furniture I've seen at a Goodwill ever. It's gorgeous. Someone had purchased it, which is rightfully so. It was $50. That's an amazing price. I probably would have purchased it for that price too and had nowhere to put it. They had $70 on this rocking chair, which it's a gorgeous rocking chair, but that's a little insane. Alright, here we are at the Goodwill bins. As soon as I walked in, I spotted a few of these vintage looking frames. Now I think because I had just gotten there and I was like kind of just like looking everywhere like a squirrel, I left this gold frame there, but I probably should have purchased it. It's so pretty, and it's just good to have these type of frames on hand. I have a couple of smaller ones that would have matched this perfectly, and that would have made a pretty gallery wall. I'm assuming that this is vintage. I did look it up for resale, and there was another one listed for $99. That doesn't mean it's worth $99, but that one that we found had a rip in it, so I left it there. I carried this, well, Garrett carried this basket around for a little while, but I ended up deciding it's just too big, and I don't really have a place for it. So coming here today, I really wanted to find maybe some vintage quilts. I always see other people finding tons of vintage quilts at their Goodwill bins. And then I also need some really large feather pillow inserts for some shams, like 26 by 26 or 20 by 20. So there was a few things that I had on my list, and I may or may not have found a few of those. I was looking at these because I've been seeing quite a few people display baseballs for their 4th of July decor. I don't decorate specifically for the 4th of July, but I thought that was cool to find a whole little tub of them. Y'all, if you ever need baskets, just skip all the other thrift stores and actual Goodwills. If you have a bins, just go there. They have no shortage of baskets for organization. All right, let me just show you what I found at the actual Goodwill store, because I really haven't been finding a ton there lately. I've actually left my local Goodwill empty-handed the last few times, but I did pick this up for resale. It is it's a wall hanging, like an altar, holy water altar. That's what I'm gonna call it, according to the research that I've done on it. Now in the store, I did look this up on Google Lens, and there was one that was similar that came up for, I think it was like $900 or something like that. This one is not worth $900, let's get real. But this is definitely vintage, handmade, or hand carved, and it's so pretty. I am gonna put this on my eBay. There was a sticker on the back where it was at an antique store before, I guess, and it was $70. So I'm gonna do a little more research and decide what I wanna price this at. Okay, let's move on to the Goodwill bins, the things that I purchased there. Well, let's save this piece for last. Let me show you like the most uninteresting thing first. I got this giant, it's huge y'all, giant 26 by 26 down feather pillow. I need 2 of these and they are so expensive new. So this one had a pillow cover on it and I just took it off and threw it back in the bins, and now I have this ginormous pillow. So hopefully I'll come across another one. That way I can get some sham covers on them. Moving on. I grabbed this little what is this called? Ornament. And I love anything with a good like dark red velvet. I love that for Christmas time. I only saw one of them, or else I would love to have a few of these for the Christmas tree, but they just have this little brass ball on the center here. I just thought it was really cute, and it costs pretty much nothing. Okay, next is an item that I probably should have left there. Why did I get this? Hear me out. When I saw this, I was like, that is so cute. Somebody handmade it. Maybe there's someone out in the world that will want this. So I'm gonna put it on eBay. It's very like 90s country shabby chic. That my family, my mother, aunt, and grandmother had a booth when I was growing up in the 90s, and this is exactly what the stuff looked like. So that's what it reminded me of. Maybe that's why I got it. It's kind of nostalgic, but I'm gonna put it on eBay and we'll just see, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna save the best 2 things, or my favorite 2 things, for last. I did pick up this little wicker organizational basket. It's just a nice little narrow size to put candles or utensils in or anything. These cost nothing at the bins. And then there's some little fabric rolls inside. I do have a small collection of some fabric rolls that I like to display in a basket. Maybe I'll insert a clip so you can see them, but I thought these were cute. There's just like this floral one and then another floral one. I picked up the tablecloth. They had some matching napkins as well, but I think I already have some of those. But here is what the tablecloth looks like. Super pretty. It's this like grayish brown color. And I thought this would be pretty for fall. I haven't washed any of these linen things yet, so I don't want to put it on my table and show you how it looks because I'm just not ready for that. But I hope that it fits. If not, it'll be pretty just folded up, hanging out of a basket, anything like that. And it's definitely vintage, so I think it's gorgeous. Okay, I did bring home this quilt. I don't want to say it's vintage because I don't know. There's no tag on it. It's not handmade. It's definitely from a store, but it is so beautiful. I love all of the little floral prints and different details on here, and I just thought it was too cute to leave behind. It is a twin size, so something like this will look good just like folded up, sitting on something, or if I could ever find one of those cool quilt racks I can put in the guest bedroom where I'm adding more color and just like experimenting and having fun in there. That's where this will go. So didn't want to leave that behind. All right, really quickly, let me insert a picture of the desk that I showed while I was there. It's this really pretty like medium tone wood desk. I have been needing something like that for the guest bedroom on one part of the wall. So I was so excited to find that at the bins. I brought it up to the front and I offered $10 and they gave it to me for that. I hope that's a good price. I don't know how much furniture is at the bins, but it said it was priced individually. So I got it for $10. I'm gonna leave it as is with the wood tone and everything. I just kind of like the way it is. And then I ended up finding this to hang above one side of it. You're gonna get to see everything back here, but it's one of those wicker little like oval, it's like half oval, okay, curved wicker mirrors. And I love this thing. I was actually looking at an inspiration picture the night before, last night, when I was like thinking about decorating the guest room, and I saw one of these and I thought, oh, I wish I could find one of those. Went to the Goodwill bins and found one today. So anyways, that's enough rambling. That's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you enjoyed going thrifting with me. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.